Hello, friends. Kristen here, and I'm on my own. Let's see if I can spell things. Damien's not in today. Thomas is off on Mondays, and Sarah had a meeting. So I'm here on my own. So there won't be as much happening on the moderating side for links and whatnot, but we will do our best. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Carol. Hi, Dana. And we'll kick it off by sharing what is going on at Softlex Company right now. We've got 20% off of beads and gemstones. You must enter the coupon code Bead Sale to get that deal. It's not valid with any other order discounts. And it's one coupon per order. And that ends on November 19th, tomorrow at midnight Pacific time. We also are giving away a free scoop of beads and buttons with every order while supplies last. So you'll get that 20% off discount on any beads and gemstones on our website right now at softlexcompany.com with that coupon code Bead Sale. And then you'll also get a free scoop of beads and buttons with your order. And you can order anything. You don't have to order beads to get that. That's with any order happening while supplies last. So that's cool. And we have joyful beading happening in the Softlex VIB studio. Today is the 18th. It's Make Gingerbread Inspired Jewelry. We have some really cute, teeny tiny gingerbread people in the shop. Or you can just use something in gingerbread-ish colors. If you haven't finished with your Badlands kit, there's a lot of gingerbready colors in that particular kit. And if you want to pick up a kit, we still have a few left over. So you can go check those out at softlexcompany.com as well. Let me go grab those links real quick and share that with you. And today we're going to make some ear wires. So the first thing I want to share is a link to our beads. And anything in this section is on sale with the coupon code. And the next thing I want to share is our VIB studio on Facebook. So if you're not in our Facebook group, come join us. It's a really fun place to hang out and share your jewelry making creations with what you've made with Softlex beading wire and craft wire, as well as with our kits. Trying to do lots of things. Helen says, can't wait to receive her kit. Yay! Our latest kit is the Ugly Sweater kit, which is like a kitschy, fun Christmas kit, traditional kind of colors. And we've got the Ugly Sweater bead strand, which is so fun to go with it. I love that they've got these like weird little curly Q wire spacer beads in there. I think those can be really neat. And they've got a lot of really fun, beautiful reds, lots of red beads. These are kind of, can you see that? That's like a beaded bead. So those are really cool. And you get 3 of those on this strand, as well as some really pretty spacer beads and lots of fun glass. This is from our friends over at Jesse James Beads. They collaborate with us each month for our kit, and that is our matching strand. It's exclusive to Softlex Company. You can only get it from us while supplies last. And I'll just link straight to our website here, because you can find all the things I talk about today over on that website. So a few of you are commenting with hashtag beads. We do have a giveaway. It looks like, my window's open, that may be kind of loud. It looks like those of you watching on Facebook, I can see your names again. I forgot to check that before we went live, but it does look like that is worked out. So we're good to go there. And let me go ahead and just make sure my giveaway is set up correctly and collecting all my names. I'm going to give away some of these fun drop beads that I'll be working with today to make some fun jewelry. And if you see here, I've got so many fun gemstones, some lapis and turquoise and some shell beads. Everything is available at softflexcompany.com except for this focal because we have sold out of those. But you can get all of the other things. I did this set in our Inspired by Sundance video probably about a year ago, but you can find it on the Softflex Company YouTube channel. And we have another fun collaborative party coming up. So we had the holiday party, which was about a week or so ago. This one here, November 8th, you can still catch this DIY beading gifts and decor for the holidays. It's a collaborative design party with, I think we had about 10 different companies on that one. You can find the replay on the Softflex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel. All of that stuff is still relevant for the holidays as of right now. So really great ideas. And we have what we're calling a holiday market swap. So we're having a meeting today, this afternoon. We'll get some of those details kind of worked out, and you guys will see us sharing that event coming up in December. It's going to be more of a live sale event, but it's going to be a collaborative one with some of your favorite companies. So really interesting, something different. And we'll share more as we know more. Last note to make is that Joyce is on hiatus for Spill the Beads. So she will not have a video on Fridays for probably through the end of the year. You can check out all of her past videos on her playlist on our YouTube channel and see all the fun things that she has made with us this year. And we hope to see her back in January. She just has a lot of end of the year stuff to take care of for Softflex Company in regards to procurement. So we're putting her on hiatus for the live videos so that she can focus on some of the things that she needs to do and not feel too pulled in too many different directions. You know, she's totally fine. It's more of just a work balance situation, and we need her to focus on our inventory. And of course, at the end of the year, there's a lot of end of the year inventory stuff to do. So you'll have me on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and you'll have Sarah on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. She's got a beading party coming up this week with our friend Cassandra Spicer of Beads to Live By. So tune in for that. And then, of course, we'll have some fun extra things happening for you with special events for the holidays. So, all right, now let me bring in my hand cam because I did not do that yet. Let's go ahead and make sure we can grab our hand cam in here and we can go down to making some earrings. I'm going to make some big ear wires with you today with a bead on it for these fun ceramic drops, which can also be a pendant or earrings. And we have them in 4 different colors. I'm going to give away 1 pair. They're sold in pairs. So I'm going to give away 1 pair to somebody today. It'll be your choice based on who wins. We're also going to make, here's another one. This one has a little swirl on it. So a little bit different of a shape. So those are the 2 ear wires we're going to make together. Let me turn this just a little bit. I know they're so fun, Becky, aren't they? Since we got them in, I've been itching to make something with them. And I was like, oh, today is perfect. So let me make sure we get I'm going to bring my bead table in, but it is quite a mess. How's everyone doing out there? I keep thinking it is a holiday week, but that's not till next week. It's so late this year. We will be off. The office will be closed on Thursday of next week. And one of my kids is flying all by himself, not to see me, but to see our family in New York because he is in Boston, and that is a lot closer for his quick 3-day weekend he has for college. But I'm feeling a little nervous that that's happening soon. I know the colors are really, really fun. Becky loves the ceramic drops. Anne says they look fun to make. Nancy thinks they're really cute. And Kelly loves the colors and patterns on them. I do too. So let's take a look at my messy desk as I try and organize what I've got going on here today. It's a little dark. Let me move my table just a smidge. But it's a little dark in here today. We'll just have to go with it. So some tools I've got is my wire whacker, which I was hoping to use. I was trying to do the idea backwards a little bit and see if it worked so that I could whack it first for these ear wires, but it didn't quite get them to look as nice. So I don't think that that's going to be my my way to go. So here is one of the styles. And I'm using these fun beads that were in the Badlands kit. It's like a matte gold. And I'm doing this with the gold silver plated craft wire in 20 gauge. I do, Kelly. I have some Lamprecht beads here. I was going to show them off a little bit because we've had them on the site for a while, but I have not actually had any to play with. Here's the blue one. And again, this is a bead from the Badlands kit. I thought that went really well with that one. And then these are the two other patterns. We've got a darker, like, there we go. Kind of red. There's some lilac in here and black. And then this one, which has some purple in the center, some like garnet red on the sides and black and then gold accents. I think, yeah, these two have gold accents. And then these two, you can do any metal tone that you want to do with that. Let me move that out of the way since I'm not going to be able to use it. And my 4 favorite colors of craft wire. These are all in 20 gauge. This is vintage bronze, vintage copper, our silver plated color, non-tarnished silver plated, and then our gold. These are my all-time favorites. So these are all the ones I have here to play with. These beads are also from the Badlands kit. I think 2 are from the strand and 2 are from the kit. So I kind of pulled those out, and I also grabbed one of these. These are those large ceramic beads you guys have seen seen these in plenty of our kits. They are fun. We just had such a large quantity of them. I think we like bought out pretty much the vendor that was selling them. So we've had these around for a little while. You can buy them individually like this, or you can buy all of the colors in a bundle. And even our bundles are 20% off. So the bundles can be like, I think a lot of times they're from 10 to 30% for the bundle. And then you'd get an extra 20% with that bead sale coupon right now until tomorrow. We don't have a ton of bundles left, but like different styles, I mean, but there are a couple. So it's worth taking a look and seeing what we have in bundles that you can get an even bigger discount on. I thought that this was really nice with this one because it picks up that garnet color on there. And this is one of my favorite colors. I'm not, even though true red is fun for the holidays, I'm not a true red person. I'm definitely more of a garnet, maroon. I love all those sort of earthy brick reds. And so that one, cranberry, it's kind of got a cranberry feel. I also feel like some of these colors could look like gumballs, right? So if you're doing something fun and candy in kind of thought about with some of those candy swirls we have on the website, these could be fun little gumballs to go with it. And then I also pulled out some of these little lampwork beads. So these are raised dot round lampwork, and they come in just a variety pack like this, so you don't always know what you're getting. But I do notice that I have 2 of this blue, which could go really fun with that one. And I have 2 of these sort of purple, pinky purple lilac colors, which could go with either of those pretty well. And then we have a few others I wanted to share online. We have these, which are really fun, really sweet little lampwork beads. Again, they are a mix of colors, and I don't know if it's the same mix or if you just get a random selection. There's 6 of this one in a package. These are those little evil eye beads, little round ones. This is the variety. I think this one is called the opaque colors. So a little bit more opaque. There's also like a transparent one. And you can buy some of these strands separately. Like if you just want all blue, you can get all blue, all light blue. I think we have some green. And then you can also pick up one of these little variety ones. So if you want a mixture of those. And let me take a look at what were these? Oh, these were like the little eye beads, but they're spacers. So they're flat. Cute. Again, another mix. Mixing it up. Let me see. I feel like I've never really shown these. So this one's another one that's the opaque colors, and we do have a transparent mix also. So these are kind of festive. I feel like they look like confetti. They could be really cute for a birthday or just something festive for the holidays because it's kind of got that, like, I don't know, it's got a confetti feel to me. These are called the Opaque Colors Dot Lampwork beads. And I think all of these are on closeout possibly. So I don't know that you'll get the extra 20% off on those, but you might. I don't recall, but you might. These are all lampwork, all of the ones that I'm showing in these little packets here. And I have one last thing to share that is ceramic. We have restocked those mystery bags. So these are called like the ceramic mystery. What were they called? What were they called actually? Let me go find it. Mystery. Marvelous Mystery Mix of Beads. And we have them in 3 sizes. We just restocked. Here's the link to those. So I think we were out of the largest size bag. So we just oh my gosh, look at how fun that guy is. I've never seen him before. That is really cool. And I bet you if you've got like a tween or teen, they would totally love that. They would love something with that. Same for these. These are really cute. These little smiley faces and hippie flowers are all kind of back in style. This is the largest size, and it'll be a random mix, but they do a nice job of trying to give you similar colorways. So you'll see this one's got like blues, greens, and yellows. I mean, these are all my colors. I love those colors. So they try and make sure that in the mix, they give you a mix that coordinates like with each other. This is the medium size. So this is what you can expect in terms of the amount of beads you get. This is the large, this is the medium, and then this one is the small size. And this is a very earthy bone white black mix. They're not all this color. They can be that color, they can be this color. So they're all different colorways, but like I said, they try and coordinate the beads they give you so that they kind of work together. So that's the small, that's the medium, that's the large. They are really nice prices to begin with, and then you'll get that extra 20% off through tomorrow. All right. Ooh, it looks like we're getting a little sun coming in. That's good. That's good. Perfect timing. Look at this fun little tray I picked up this week. I love it, and I'm going to have to go back and get a couple more. These are all beads from the Badland kit. Aren't they such a pretty collection? So there's about 15 kits left of that Badlands if you want to grab it. These are just the ones I have left over that I haven't done anything with yet. And those are the ones that I thought could be really fun for some gingerbread jewelry. All right, we'll put that to the side. And let's make some ear wires. Okay, so which one do we want to do first? Let's do this gold bead first. So I'm gonna do this one first. Fun little zigzag pendant and this gold bead. I will be using a pair of flush cutters and a pair of the multi-looping tool. You need this tool to make those larger loops for the bottom, because you do need a pretty large loop to go through these. These are thick. These are decent thickness. So if you're doing it as a pendant, you know, you're going to want to make like a jump ring, or you can make a pendant with a bead on it and make this just kind of loop at the top instead of being an ear wire. But you're going to want that nice big loop there so that it hangs nicely, because anything smaller will either not go around at all, which is what is the case with our regular ear wires. You won't even be able to get it through here. It's just too thick. Or if you go too small, then your bead is going to be like stuck in an awkward position. So to allow it to move, I used the 4th step. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a pretty decent size loop there for the bottom. So I'm going to use that tool. And then I also have a chain nose plier, a pair of round nose pliers, and I'll be using my nylon jaw pliers to smooth out the wire and then also to work harden it a bit. My final tool, which I always don't bring to my beading table, is the burr cup, but I do have it here. I'll grab it at some point. I just didn't bring it to my table, of course. So we're going to start with the gold plated. And I'm gonna smooth my wire. And I'm gonna cut about 3 inches. And I'm gonna flush cut each end so that each side is nice and straight. So I'm going to pick up my looping plier. Can you sand those straightening pliers with a nail file? You can. You can use a metal file on the end instead if you want. Did we sell out of them again? Becky says she's not seeing. I know that that was the one we really wanted to put back into stock. So let me just check on it real fast. I might have to message someone to take a look. On the inventory for those. Let's see. Oh, I'm seeing, you're right. The large size is not in stock. Let me send a message because I'm pretty sure we've got them. That was like what we were discussing when we were bringing them back in stock. And see, this is when I need Damien or Thomas here to help do that. All right, I sent an email. So hopefully that'll get checked out and done pretty quickly by someone in the office. So stay tuned. But I do know we have beads. So they should be able to make that large size. I think it just was maybe somebody didn't actually update the inventory. Yes, thank you for letting me know, Becky, because my assumption was just that it was already there, and it wasn't. All right, so I'm going to place my wire inside of my pliers. I've just got it flush here, and I'm going to wrap around that number 4 step up to make my bottom loop come all the way till it connects. And then I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and bend this wire up so it is straight. And I'll just also kind of smush this around a little bit so it's closed. Next up is to add my big bead bobble. So this is my back, that's my front. Just going to add that on there. And then I'm going to take my chain nose pliers again, and I'm just going to bend it slightly towards me, towards the front of my ear wire. And then to make my little loop back here, I tend to like this big guy here. I just like a big loop when I'm using a big bead bottom. Big bead bottom. I like big bead bottoms. And I cannot lie. My dogs are outside, so they're probably going to bark at some people walking by. We're just going to bend that over, that large big bottom beads. Yes. I don't know what I was watching, actually. Speaking of that song, like I like, I like big butts. I was watching something the other day. I think it was just probably on social media, and it was showing the person that does the sign language at concerts, and she was doing the sign language at that concert for that song, and it was amazing. It was really great. So there's my earring shape. This got a lot left over, but I like having a long piece so that you can decide where you want the length to be. And so you can trim it back to wherever you're comfortable with it. And then you would use your chain nose pliers. I usually kind of put the wire about halfway on my chain nose plier and just use that width to bend it up. And that creates your little tail at the end. And now to work harden it, I'm just going to squeeze it with my nylon jaw pliers. Let me see if I can get it in here. You could kind of use the wire worker, but you have to be careful not to get your bead in there. So if you wanted to hold it on the edge and do that wire worker, you could. I was also trying to do it backwards before I went live, like do this part and then do that other part later, but it just didn't like loop out as nicely. So I'm going to stick with it this way. All my loops weren't, and that might just take practice to do it opposite, you know. For me, it just wasn't quite working. Thanks, Lydia. Thank you so much. Lydia said, Debbie, the pliers are 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 millimeter. So that means I used the 5 millimeter size to go through. And if you wanted to do a jump ring, you're going to want to have a jump ring that is 5 or more millimeter to get through there. So now you just open up your back side of that bottom loop and you put this one on here, and I'm going to do another one and then I can go find my burr cup and we'll show you that part. And then just cinch that closed. There's one of my big bottom bead earrings. Big bead bottom. Which way do we say it? Big bead bottom? And then here is the other one I wanted to share. This one's kind of got an interesting, let's see if I can do it again. Kind of back this way, and then we went straight out that way and I actually did it the loop first. So I went that, and then that. Let's see if I remember what I did. So for that one, we're gonna use this blue one here. We're going to use one of these beads from the Badlands kit. And I did stick with gold again because there was gold on this leaf, this little bead here, but this could easily be silver because there's a lot of silver, kind of gray and silver color in there. This one, I might just cut myself a little bit more so I have some room to make that little spiral. So maybe I'll do 4 inches just so I have a little bit extra space. Snipping each side so they're flush to begin with. And now I'm going to create my little spiral. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers, make my first little loopy loop, nice and small, and then I'm going to put it into my chain nose pliers and go around here, make myself a nice tight spiral. Go a couple of times around. I think I went like 3 times. There we go. That looks better. So there is my little loop-de-loop. So now I'm going to bend it. I think I bent it up first. So I get it nice in the center. Debbie, I don't know how I did it for this one. I was just playing. I mean, this is classic, simple, right? But for this one, I just was playing with it, trying to figure out how I could make it a little bit different. So now that I've got my wire pointed up, I'm actually going to bend it and point it back like that. And I'm going to slide that into place. So I've got a little spiral here in the front, and then my wire is coming out the back. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the shape of my bead to fold it up and forward. So now it's kind of hooked in there. Yeah, sometimes I watch other videos, right, to inspire me. But for this one, I was just playing around, trying to come up with a different way to let it hang. So now I'm going to come to the center of where the kind of the middle of that width of the bead. And now I'm going to go ahead and go up. So we'll take a look at it here. We've got it spiraled through the bead. You're going to use the shape of your teardrop to fold it forward, and then you're going to go straight up. And then you can put on your bead. This is really fun, and this could easily be a pendant at this point too. You can easily just make a little loop over here and turn this into a pendant. So now I'm just going to take my chain nose plier. I'm going to make sure my bead is down nice and flush with my drop. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of a bend again. And I just do that so I can kind of hook the bead in place so it doesn't go sliding up and over my ear wire. And then I'm going to come back with these, and I'm going to come back to that number 4 here again, which I think is the 5 millimeter. Oh, sorry. No, I'm going to go to the large one because I like big. I like big ear wires when I'm making big earrings. But you can go smaller. You don't have to go. So I'm going to go to the last one, and I'm going to take it around and down. Like so. And then again, I want to hook it up with this one and try and make it the same. And I'm okay with it being slightly different, but I usually, like to make it somewhere the same. So I can kind of feel out where that was to make my bend. And then I can trim off that excess there with the flush side. Let me go get that burr cup so I can show you that part. And then I might do another one. So this is our burr cup or cup burr, and it's got like a diamond, they call a diamond file in there. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm just going to place that on the end and then twist it. And then you might want to just kind of go up and down a little bit so that it just flattens, makes it a little softer, not so pointy. That's cool, Kelly. If I would like an electric one, especially if you're doing a lot of these. Oh, thank you. They are fun, right? I mean, and they're really simple. There's not a lot that you had to do because these drops are so stinking cute. They're just so fun on their own. So like I said, when you buy them online, you do get two for that price. So you definitely get a pair so that you can make a pair of earrings, or you can make two necklaces with two pendants, wherever you'd like to do it. So let's take a look. That one actually works pretty well with that too. I don't know if I want to try that or if I want to try, I guess I can cut these open and see if it looks like the holes are big enough, to make sure the holes are big enough. They look prettier out of the plastic bag, don't they? Ooh, there's oh, I didn't realize there were two green ones too. So this one has two green ones, two of the kind of turquoise color. Are these black? Ooh, I like those. Those could be really good with that one. Two of the black, and then also two of these sort of dusty pinky color. This one is a really pretty like lavender, but there's only one of those. Cute. I like the drama with the black. Let's do the black. I didn't even notice the black was in the bag. I was thinking I was going to use this one, which is pretty too, but I like that contrast of the black. So let's do that one. Now this has gold on it also. So should I just stick with gold again? I guess so. So I'm going to cut two, and then I'm just going to trim off the edges, make them nice and flush. That one flying across the room. Be careful when you're doing this to either have safety glasses on, or I like to point the area that I'm cutting towards my mat so that the mat catches it. How do we want to do it? Do we just want to do the simple one again, or should we do something with a fun little... I like that these have like a triangle shape. All right. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try to do something like my spiral, but make it a different shape, because it's probably just going to spiral again. Let's just spiral it. I thought it would be fun to do like a triangle, but I might have to think that through a little bit first. Oh, I could try a triangle loop. Ooh, right, Kelly. Maybe I should try that. So instead of using my pliers, maybe I just go up and do like a triangle loop and do something. Oh, the only trouble with that with your hands is that it's not going to give enough wiggle room. I probably have to do it allowing myself to have a little more space. Some of you out there might have those fun Weber's pliers that can make triangle shapes. And that would be cool. That would make it easy. So let me think about this again. So if I want to kind of come up, maybe like that, and then come out a little further so it's not so close, and then twist it up, and then come together. Ooh, sort of, kind of. I think I still ended up bending it a little bit too much. There. Well, the idea is there. The execution leaves something to be desired, but the idea is there. That's the fun thing about cutting yourself up a longer piece of wire is you can kind of play with some ideas and then snip it off and you still have plenty of wire if it doesn't work out. I think I'll just go back to my simple loop, but I like the idea. I think it just needs a little practice on the execution to make some triangle shaped pieces down here instead of a loop. Yes, that would be so cute. I wanted to try a little triangle in the front too, or a little star. I like that idea, Lydia, so that I could go on the front. So there's the lampwork bead. These have a decent sized hole. So I'm going to show this to you. These are not like itty bitty holes, which is nice if you want to use this on something thicker. You don't have to worry about it not fitting. Maybe I'll work on doing a little smaller of an ear wire because this is a smaller bead right here. So let's do this one instead of the biggie guy. Let's do the 5mm one. You go around and we'll see what that one looks like. See, to me, that's so tiny. I feel like I need it bigger. Let's go to the next one, like this one here. The fun thing about these nylon jaw pliers is you can smooth your wire out, change your mind. It does work harden it a little bit when you do this. Oh dear, let's see here. What did I do? I pulled my loop apart. Or you can cut yourself a new piece of wire, but as many of you know, right, Lydia, I can be stingy with my supply. I'm wondering if I want like a little bead to go there or not. I don't know if I have anything small at the ready for that. Because you could put more than one bead. You don't have to have one bead. That one doesn't really match. Come forward. And now I'm going to do this one. which I think this one is 7 millimeters. Ah, that feels good. That's smaller, but feels like a good size. And then I can decide where I want my little thing. Go ahead and trim off any excess. And lastly, I'm going to add my bead. And just make sure you open this enough, because I tend to not open it enough and then it's not big enough to fit my bead through it. Ta-da! One more thing to note with these, I think these are kind of placed on top somehow. I don't know exactly how they adhere it, but I did notice sometimes I had to poke through a little bit. So before you get going, just use a piece of craft wire and poke through. And that way, when you go to add it onto your earring, you're not struggling with the loop at that time. You can kind of pre-poke. And if you have a little beading awl or something, that might work too. But I found just using the craft wire was enough to kind of poke through and make sure I had a clean hole there. I know that looks pretty with the black bead. My loop got a little funky when I tried to use my same wire. But I like that with the black bead. I didn't even see those black beads in the package when I was looking at them until I dumped them out. And then I was really excited about it. The other thing you can do is, I made these from the Badlands kit last week. I did it on a reel, but I didn't show this part. I just showed the bottom part. But you can do smaller beads too. So here is the same idea, making the loop, adding my beads. Then I just kind of kick the wire back a little bit forward and then loop it around. And you can add some itty bitty beads on there as well. Yeah, I know, Kelly. There's definitely a love for lampwork beaders out there. That is one thing that I miss about bead shows, is being able to see all of the beautiful lampwork artist beads when you're at a show. I know you can find them online, right? There's plenty of artists that sell their beads online, but that was always, because they're like little sculptures. They're like little works of art. Let's just do a regular size one. So I could just use my regular, I don't know what I'm going to put on this yet. I'm just going to do a little ear wire. And then you're going to want to straighten your wire out. And if you wanted to do some smaller beads, these are from the Badlands kit. You can do those too. Maybe I'll add one of those little spacers in there. Come forward, and then on this one, I'll do that smaller side. Go back around, and there you have your ear wire with just some little beads on it. And just a fun way to add add some more beads, right? Just add more beads different places. Now you could just do like a single little drop or a little dangle or a couple of dangles on here, and you have a really fun, unique artisan ear wire, different than most. Oh, good. Kelly's going to be selling some of her beads online. I'd love to see that. We made it. We did it. Sorry there wasn't as much interaction in the chat and sharing of those links, but you can find everything I used today over at softflexcompany.com. All of the craft wire is something we always have in stock. 20 gauge is what I used. We have it in lots of different colors in the silver plated section and the regular copper color section. I don't have a pair on, but I'm happy to put some on. That's a great idea. Let's put on some earrings. So here are the blue ones. And then the beads are all while supplies last. I think they're a great size. Like they're bold and fun, but they're not too big. And they're actually really light because there's not that much to them other than the one bead, the wire, and those little pendant beads. Here, we'll put this one on. Fashion show time. Oh, these are so fun. I love that two-tone zigzag down the front. Thanks, Linda. Linda says, let's all hit the like button for Kristen. Yes, please do. Please like it. Give me hearts. If you're new to us on YouTube, subscribe or join us over on the Softflex VIB studio. And let's choose our winner. Let's go pull up that giveaway tool. We've got 51 of you entered so far. So last chance, use that hashtag beads. I'm going to give away a pair of these. So you get to pick whatever color based on what we have left in stock. So you'll get one of these pair of these drops, whoever wins today. Fun, fun, fun. A wonderful fashion model too. I need my runway is a just here runway. 20% off all beads and gemstones happening at softflexcompany.com right now. You must enter the coupon code BEADSALE, all one word, to get that discount. And it's not valid with any other order discounts, one coupon per order. This ends tomorrow, November 19th. At midnight Pacific time. And we're giving away a free scoop of beads and buttons with every order. You don't have to buy beads to get it. It could be anything you buy. If you're just picking up craft wire or beading wire, you will get a free scoop of beads and buttons in your order while supplies last. No code needed. I'm going to put that back in. Chic ear attitude. Yeah. Yes. All right, let's pull in that giveaway. And so funny. I hit the wrong button every single time. Every Monday when I go to do that, I hit the wrong button. Reba. I heard some roosters or chickens out there. I don't think they're in our yard, but they sound like they're right next door. Okay, here we go. So you need to be here to win. When I call your name, make sure to let us know in the comments that you are here. And If I don't hear from you after a few minutes, we will choose a new winner and the first winner will forfeit it. So Margaret Binder or Bender or Beander, Margaret on Facebook, you are our winner today. Let us know that you are here. Oh, good. Zach is saying that Sarah and I have inspired her to make her own ear wires. Fantastic. Yay! Margaret's here. Congratulations, Margaret. Go ahead and email info@softflexcompany.com and let them know that you won the ceramic pendant or earring drops. I'll let them know too, so they'll know to hear from you, and just send them your shipping information so that they can get your prize out to you. Congratulations. I'll pop this up. This is our email. So just send an email to info@softflexcompany.com that you were today's winner, and I will let them know what your prize was. Awesome. Thanks everybody so much for being here today. Happy beading, happy joyful beading. I just want to say I haven't had a chance to comment on all of the posts, but I am loving everybody's joyful beading pictures for what they're making, but I'm also super loving the Friday prompts where we're asking a little more kind of stuff about you, like who you're grateful for, what pets you're grateful for, things like that. And I just find those to be so touching, and it's been really fun to get to know some of you even a little more with those Friday joyful beading posts. That's not something we usually do with joyful beading. We're usually just, you know, prompting you for creative jewelry making or home decor making. But we just felt like for Gratitude Month and to really hone in that sort of grateful feeling that we all feel for you, and we hope you all feel for each other, that adding those prompts in on Friday was just something different we wanted to try. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope you're getting to know your fellow friends that you've hang out with over in the Softflex VIB studio over on Facebook a little bit better. And I think all of you that have been vulnerable and have been sharing on those Friday prompts, because I know it's a little bit different. All right. See you all next week. Next Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I will be back with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. And please join Sarah on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time for a beading party with Cassandra of Beads to Live By this week. We will see you next time.